is going to be a pretty ugly, uneventful live stream. It wouldn't surprise me if I didn't get anybody watching live, which is totally fine. But those of you know who I'm a big collector, and I try really hard to complete my collection. And there's some things that are just so hard to come by. I've had people in the fandom who have been super helpful in helping me find things. Jonathan Fenno has been fantastic. I've worked with Jared Simon. There's a bunch of other people around there who I've traded stuff with back and forth from time to time. And just other fans that I've known in the fandom for many, many years have reached out to me and said, hey, you know what, I'm kind of thinning out my collection. I got this, like I got the Matador CD at what would be considered a criminally low level, but the person reached out to me and said that he had one and he was happy to give it to me for what he paid for it back in like 2017. So that's how I got my Matador CD. But there are things out there that are just freaking unicorns that I would have had a chance at some point to get, and I kick myself to this day. Like I still need an Akane, and I need a Kaname, and I need a Misa Conqueror CD. Don't know when I'm going to get that. Don't know when it's going to happen. But there's one other thing out there that is just, I've actually never seen one up for sale on the open market, period. I know they exist, but you just never see them. And I've talked about it several times in the past before that I just can't find one. So last week, I get a random message from someone that I've traded with before. We've traded can badges. He wanted the towels from the concert. So I had some extras, and I was happy to send them to him. And we traded, like I said, we traded the little buttons and stuff. But so I hadn't talked to him in months, like October or whatever. And so I get a random message from him, hey man, what do you think this item is worth? And I told him what I thought it was worth. I told him it was worth, you probably get 500 for that pretty easy. And if a couple of motivated people wanted it, it could go, there's sky's the limit on it if you get a couple of people who really, really want it. So I didn't know what that meant. I just told him, like, wow, if you got one of those, fantastic, good for you. And he goes, I was on Zen Market and it popped up, and I remember you said you wanted one. So I bought it with you in mind. Just give me what I paid for it and it's yours. And I about lost my mind because I cannot find one of these, and it arrived today. So we're going to open it together. We're going to take a look at it. And so Russell Smith in Hawaii, I hope you're watching. I know I told you I was going to go live. Thank you so much for helping me get this. And the story that he told me was he was on Zen Market looking at something else, and then when he refreshed the Bandmade page, this thing popped up, and whoever sold it just put it up as a buy it now and left an asinine amount of money on the table because of it. But whoever that was, thank you very much for doing that. So let's take a look here what's inside the box. And there's a tiny part of me that hopes to God that Russell didn't troll me and put something else in here that isn't here. This would be the saddest, funniest Rickroll in the history of Rickrolls if it's not what I'm hoping it is. But I don't think he did that. I'm actually kind of shaking right now because it's that big of a deal. Let me adjust this a little bit. The YOLO cassette. Can you see me shaking? There's 100 of these, and now I have one. The guy that sold it even had the original letter when he won it, telling him that through a fair lottery that you are a winner of one of the cassettes. So, Russell, thank you so much. This means a great deal to me. And as a favor to him, he asked me about a Matador cassette, and then I worked some of my angles, and I got him a really good deal on a Matador cassette. So it's a bit of a pay it forward, but nothing like this. So now I have the entire YOLO set, and I'm running out of things to collect that are rare, which is exactly what my goal was from the beginning. So I just really quick wanted to, what's that? Dealing and wheeling. Yeah, something like that, you bet. I wanted to share this with you guys. Super special moment for me. And I know those of you who are collectors out there would appreciate this as well. So just a real quick live stream. Thanks again, Russell. Thanks everybody for watching. Everybody who joined us on the party this weekend, thank you for that too. That was an absolute blast. Everybody wants to do it again. We'll do it as soon as we can. He wanted to sign cards. I sent him what I had. Excellent. Good job, Hoagie. So yeah, I didn't talk about this on Saturday at the party. I wanted to hang on to it just to make sure it got here. There's no issues. But yeah, super excited about this. It has a place of honor in my collection. The only thing I'm missing now is what's on the cover of this. I know that I'll never get those, Jonathan. I know there's a line of people who want them, but I don't know, it's maybe someday. That would definitely be the crown jewel in all of my collection. Anyways, thanks everybody for watching. I just want to share that quick little unboxing with you. Keep an eye on the show. We just released a Ryan Muir video today. It's a long watch. It's about an hour, but it's a really good interview with him. You hear some stuff about him you wouldn't hear from before. And with that, I'm going to bounce on out of here. But thank you guys for watching. Thanks again, Russell. And see you all real soon on Made News Network. See ya.